This video is brought to you by Gamble Kings. Ever flush a pile of money down the toilet, but sometimes it backs up and some of the bills float back to the top? That's online gambling, baby. Now it's brought to you by patreon.com/doseofbuckley. The body positivity movement has always been about people who don't want to do any other types of movement. Okay, now that that's out of my system. No, the body positivity movement has very often been negative towards certain people. Every campaign that's like, everybody is beautiful, it's always a group of plus-sized women. They'll have like one girl in there who's not skinny or slim by any stretch mark of the imagination, but they're thrown in there to be like, see, medium-sized women are celebrated too. It's not just about plus-sized women, but it kinda is. And you know, I get it. Fat people have been getting shit on forever, and it's still happening. God forbid skinny chicks take even a fraction of that abuse, right? But it's not about positivity. It's always about being negative toward one group of people, or suggesting that looking a certain way is actually bad, while another way is actually good. Which brings us to Sydney Sweeney. She's probably best known as Cassie from Euphoria, the high school teen drama on HBO starring Zendaya and a bunch of other people who are definitely a little too old to be playing high school students. Sydney Sweeney broke the internet a few weeks ago when she wore a low-rise skirt and crop top shirt to the MTV Movie and TV Awards, hip bone slightly protruding, stomach flatter than an ironing board, drawing comparisons to 2000s era Tara Reid and Paris Hilton. This prompted someone at Yahoo Life to write this article. Why Sydney Sweeney's micro-mini outfit feels like a threat to body positivity. So coveted, yet unachievable. The article links to a video on Instagram of Sydney's red carpet walk, and includes comments like this. Please do not let low-rise anything come back into fashion. My body cannot afford it. It's not about your body, is it? Body positivity is supposed to be about everybody. Everyone having something for them that makes them look and feel good. Is it not? Am I way the fuck out there? I know you'll tell me in the comments section if I am, but why can't this exist and not be a negative? The low-rise cut to launch 1,000 eating disorders. Who's to say that every girl that looks like this has an eating disorder? While I'm sure that Sydney doesn't consume a bag of chips and a liter of Coke every day, do you think that every single girl that's skinny is sick? Is that body positivity? The same way people get mad when you say, she's fat, she must overeat and sit on her ass all day watching TV, when they might work out and eat fairly sensibly, but that's just how their body is. Isn't it a little presumptuous to just flat out go, all girls who look like this only can because they starve themselves and are anorexic? Watch body positivity go down the drain once the low-rise fashion takes over again. It's already down the drain if you feel this way, because again, what you're saying is that this isn't the way anyone should look. You're not being very positive towards Sydney Sweeney's body, are you? Yahoo Life also mentions this comment. No shade to beautiful Sydney, but I'm sad we're seeing more of this ultra low-rise waist and ultra flat tummy look again. So coveted yet unachievable for so many of us with different builds. I have two problems with this comment. One, it is achievable for some people, clearly. Look, Sydney Sweeney achieved it. You're claiming we're seeing more of it. It must be achievable for those people that you saw too. But second, so are we not allowed to show anyone doing anything because someone else might not be able to do it? I know someone might say this would be a good idea in general, but let's just get rid of Instagram then. And then also Facebook, Google image search. In fact, no more posting photos of yourselves on the internet, everyone. It might make someone feel bad because they'll want to look like that. And then, let's not stop at that. If someone can do something that you can't, they shouldn't be allowed to do it at all. No more sports, everyone. It makes me feel insecure. I don't like that NBA players exist. If they must play basketball, make them play in a sealed airplane hangar with no TV coverage. I don't like having to see that people who are 6'8" exist, because I can never be 6'8". Also, no more art, please. I can't draw, so it's artistically negative when a good artist draws something and posts it. It's unachievable for so many of us with clumsy hands and bad compositional skills. Also, are we seeing more of this? Because not even a month before this, there was that whole thing with Jordan Peterson getting dragged on Twitter for not thinking Yumi Nu was attractive. Yumi Nu was selected as one of the cover girls for this year's Sports Illustrated Swimsuit edition, becoming the first plus-sized Asian woman to ever be on the cover. I'm getting pretty specific with these firsts now, but anyway, Jordan Peterson shared the photo and tweeted, "Sorry," because he's Canadian, he has to start every sentence with sorry. Sorry, but we all have to do that here. "Sorry, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that." Then, after a few hours of being mocked for this post, he tweeted that the endless flood of vicious insult is really not something that can be experienced anywhere else, and that he's departing Twitter once again, which he didn't actually do. He claims his staff are posting for him, but I love that he's upset about being insulted after insulting basically all larger women. No big girls are actually beautiful. We only believe that because of the authoritarian tolerance. We're being forced to believe it. If you can't take it, don't dish it. But obviously, this means plenty of people do find Yumi Nu attractive. A lot of people were defending her. Enough for Peterson to start crying and then take his ball and go home. But if Joe P wants to talk about, say, how the male mind is being manipulated into what we're supposed to find beautiful, consider for a moment that 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, whatever, no one would have found Sydney Sweeney to be a suitable mating choice. Our ancestors would have taken one look at those hips and went, "Ugh, I might get what? One kid out of this? Useless." That's how they talked back then, I guess. But meanwhile, they'd look at Yumi Nu and go, "Ah, yes, this one's sturdy and can produce many offspring for me before their inevitable death plopping out my 14th child." But anyway, there's no positivity in any of this. This is Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass all over again, making fun of skinny bitches and stick figure Barbie dolls while claiming that she's the ideal type because boys like a little more booty to hold at night. I did a video about this in 2014. It's 8 years later and nothing has changed. It's still a war between fat and skinny instead of truly saying, everyone's fuckable in their own way. Or, why are we still putting girls in bikinis on magazines for people to jerk off to no matter what they look like? But, for you big girls who are like, "Nah, I don't want low rise to come back," here's the good news. They're still going to make clothes for you. They have to. In the United States, 73.6% of people are overweight, and 41.9% are obese. Most of the country is fat. So if clothing stores want to stay in business, you're going to have to carry clothes for nearly 3/4 of the population. Sydney Sweeney ain't taking over, okay? Big girls, you are the most common body type. Kind of like how the Ford F-150 is one of the most popular vehicles. We all make fun of it, but statistically, more of us will get behind the wheel of one of those big fuckers than end up driving, say, a Ferrari. Yeah, but I want to be the Ferrari. I want to wear the clothes that trend on Instagram or TikTok, or else I won't look like Sydney Sweeney or Gabriella Elise. Yeah, and I won't ever look like Jason Momoa. Welcome to fucking reality. But here's the other thing. I thought that body positivity was about wearing those things anyway. Like, every body is a bikini body, or whatever. No. It's just about shitting on people you either can't look like or don't want to put the effort into looking like because it's a lot of work for a few extra likes on Instagram or to get some shallow douchebag to want to fuck you. Like, oh no, frail old man Jordan Peterson doesn't think you're hot. So, wear the low-rise skirt if you want to. Or don't. Wear whatever you want. Wear a bra and panties or a poncho made out of hefty bags. You do you. But don't worry about what everyone else looks like. Remember, the majority of the population is effectively unfuckable, and yet someone's still doing it. I see a lot of ugly people with kids. In fact, I see more ugly people with kids than I ever see hot people with kids. So that's what body positivity is truly all about. Someone deciding you're the best they can do and plowing you because they're also too unattractive to find someone hotter who would fuck them, or being someone's fetish. Positivity!